In a defining moment for Bangladesh's political future, interim government chief advisor Muhammad Yunus addressed the nation tonight, unveiling a bold plan that could permanently reshape the country's governance structure. Calling it a turning point for democracy, Yunus announced that Bangladesh will hold a national referendum to decide whether to implement the long-debated July Charter, a blueprint for constitutional and institutional reform that emerged from the turmoil of last year's mass student uprising. The announcement comes just months before national elections in February, which Yunus assured will be free, fair, and truly participatory. As his interim cabinet approved the implementation order earlier today, Yunus said the people themselves would now decide the course of the nation's future, one that he described as the foundation for a new Bangladesh.
I have announced that the national parliamentary elections will be held in the first half of February. We are taking all necessary preparations to ensure the polls are festive, participatory, and fair. We are making every effort to properly fulfill the responsibilities entrusted to us. We have decided that the referendum will be held on the same day as the national parliamentary election, meaning in the first half of February. This will not hinder the reform process. Rather, it will make the election more festive and cost-efficient. Necessary legislation will be enacted at an appropriate time to hold a referendum. I hope political parties will accept our decision in the greater interest of the nation. The country will move toward a festive national election and step into a new Bangladesh.
Now it is time to complete our final responsibility, the national election. On this historic day, after completing this speech in front of you, we will enter the final and the most important chapter of our tenure. Now we will start the process of handing over the responsibilities to an elected government. On behalf of the interim government, I will send a letter to the Chief Election Commissioner, requesting that the Election Commission organize the national elections in February 2026, before the next Ramadan. Female voters may flood the polling centers in this election. We will take all necessary steps in that regard. The citizens couldn't vote for the past 15 years because their voting rights were snatched away. In this election, we want to greatly enjoy the voting, including the arrears of joy. The first-time voters will go to the polling centers amid a lot of celebration. They will remember this day. Among them will be new female voters and also male voters. There will be voters who became eligible to vote 15 years ago, but were never able to cast their votes. We have to ensure that no government in the future can turn into a fascist. We have to reconstruct the state in a way that any signs of fascism can be uprooted instantly wherever it would be found. So we don't have to wait for another 16 years. No people would have to sacrifice their lives, so that we don't require another uprising.